This is just a quick video going over my Chris Cornell related albums, Soundgarden, Audioslave, some of his own self-titled stuff, and a few kind of odds and ends, so enjoy. So first up is the 25th anniversary of Bad Motorfinger. This does have the little button that makes this spin. The battery's dead on it. I think my daughter was playing with it. Got this as a birthday gift. I love this album. This is a really great release. Only thing it was missing was vinyl. This is... do I have the... I don't think I've got the packaging for it anymore. If I do, it's in... No, I do. It's inside. Okay. Look at me and my hoarding paying off. So, it's a limited edition super deluxe box set. I don't know if you can read that, but newly remastered original album, 109 total tracks, complete 1992 concert at the Paramount Theater, Motor Vision DVD debut, plus 11 unreleased 1992 something. 15 studio outtakes that are newly mixed. The original album newly mixed in 97 kilohertz, blah, blah, blah. Revolving Bad Motorfinger icon, 52-page book, exclusive bonuses, blah, blah, blah. If you want kind of a better shot. This is everything that comes inside of it. It was a really, really cool release. I was kind of hoping that they would do the same thing for some of their other albums, but stuff happened. So yeah, it's a great release. My wife got this for me for my birthday 2 years ago, I believe. Love this. She probably got tired of seeing it in my Amazon cart for like 2 years. Ugh. Next up, is No One Sings Like You Anymore. Just a CD. Pre-ordered it whenever it first found out it was getting a physical release. As soon as it shipped, I got a digital download with Amazon, so sweet. It's a really good album, pretty short. It says Volume 1, so I'm wondering if Vicky's gonna, mine his archives for some more stuff that he did while he was alive. Throw this all in here. This is kind of everywhere, so... This is Soundgarden's Tel Phantasm, their super deluxe version. Pre-ordered this. I didn't open it. My brother and his girlfriend got in a fight, and there's beer stuck to the bottom. But it's sealed. This is a cool release. I had my issues with it. It wasn't really a great... It's hard to explain. I love Soundgarden and everything. I wish they mixed in their singles with some live performances. The way they had this package, I wish it was all like an extended version of their A-sides or whatever. But as you can see, that's everything that comes inside. They are numbered. I don't know if you can see that. Mine is number 532. Yeah. I don't know why I kept it sealed. I've got the CD version. It's really thick. It's a thick boy. Here's all the tracks. Try to center it. Yeah, it's a really sweet release. Since it's all busted open, I'll probably end up opening it at some point. I don't know. I still give my brother grief about messing it up. Let's see. All these are backwards, obviously. Got their... oh my god, Screaming Life. This is kind of a cool... I don't see these pop up very often. It's the exclusive blue and black swirl. I guess there's only 400 of them. I got it for a really good deal, and now I just really don't want to open it. But I've got all these albums on CD, so some of these I don't really want to open. If I can find an open version, a copy of this, I'll pick it up. But yeah, pretty solid early Soundgarden album. A lot of muddy punk stuff going on here. Next up is my favorite Soundgarden album, Down on the Upside. I freaking adore this whole release. I keep the little packaging in it. One of my records actually had 2 of the little sticker thing on it, so I just threw it in here because I'm a hoarder. Yeah, I freaking adore this album. I wish they had released like a super deluxe version of this. I wish they had played more of the songs from this album on their tours. I know they heavily, played stuff from Bad Motorfinger and Super Unknown and everything, but there's some really good songs in here. Pretty News, Rhinosaur, Zero Chance, Blow Up the Outside World, Burden in My Hand. It's one of my favorite Soundgarden songs. Tighter and Tighter and Overfloater. They are, I don't know why, they suddenly just became some of my favorites. Like, I can listen to them over and over and over again. As you can see, this is the 2016 release. I think one of them is orange, and it's limited edition color vinyl. One of them is orange, and the other one is purple. So, let me kind of slip that out a little bit. See, purple. Okay. And get in there. Get in there. Whoa. Where is the opening? There it is. Orange. Yeah, these are freaking great releases. Comes with the book or a little track listing. I think I'm going to go over each album release. Do kind of a deep dive into each one. I mean, some of them's going to be deeper dives than others, obviously. Oh my god. Okay, Eric, don't open up anymore. So, get in there. Make sure I'm not messing. Yep, see, I was about to mess that up. Slide that back in. Sit that back over there. Next. This is A-Sides. This is my Desert Island album. This is the first Soundgarden album I ever bought. The CD copy, obviously. Yeah, this is a freaking awesome album. I can listen to this album and I can go back to where I was in 2003, 2004 when I first discovered Soundgarden. Just start on track 1 and I've got memories. This is the 2018 release. I can't remember if the original release got a vinyl copy, but here's the little slip. Limited edition 180 gram color vinyl. Record store day. Yeah, so apparently this is the first time it was on vinyl. I couldn't remember. A glorious freaking shot. It comes with the book. I think they're both records are green, I want to say. But yeah, I freaking adore this album so much. You have to listen to one Soundgarden record to get a taste of them as a band fully. This is it. Next up is King Animal. I don't think I'm alone in saying that this was kind of it was a good album. It had its disappointing parts of it. Obviously they chose to prioritize certain songs over others. By Crooked Steps, I probably wouldn't have chosen that as a single, but not a lot of these tracks I could see being singles, which I guess is a Soundgarden-y sort of thing. 1,000 Days Before, Blood on the Valley Floor, Bones of Birds is 3 really good tracks. Tari is my favorite track on this album. Freaking adore that track. Like, some of Chris's best, most moody vocals. Like, oh my god. Like, I wish they had picked Tari or any of these songs as a single other than Halfway There. As the least, like, it's a good song, but it's the least Soundgarden-y song. It's almost it kind of feels like a, Chris Cornell solo song or something. Really, I don't know. It's not a super Soundgarden-y. Here's the Slip, limited edition colored vinyl. They call it Bone. The other one's called Buttercream for some reason. I wish they had just said Bone and aged Bone. But here's their little art direction they had going on with it. The snowy, picturesque background. I don't think this one came with a booklet or anything. I think it's just albums. Yeah. No, I think it comes with a book. Neato. It's been a year since I cracked this one open, so I'll do an individual video for that one. Now for my favorite album of all time. This was 2015 release of vinyl release, re-release, remaster, whatever, of Euphoria Morning from 1999. Words cannot describe how much I love this album. Like, it has a vibe to it that is like no other. Oh my god. I freaking adore this album. From start to finish. The ambience to it. The mood. The production. Oh my god. Chris, Natasha, Elaine. Oh my god. Them coming together. It's a miracle. Like, I first bought this album and I was just enamored with it. Yeah. Can't Change Me, Flutter Girl, Preaching the End of the World, Follow My Way, When I'm Down. When I'm Down is freaking just perfection. Wave Goodbye, Disappearing One, Steel Rain. Oh my god. There's one part. Yeah. All of these, except for Sweet Euphoria, produced and arranged and mixed by Chris Cornell, Natasha Snyder, and Elaine Johannes, or Johan, whatever. And then a little asterisk next to Sweet Euphoria, produced and arranged and mixed by Chris Cornell, engineered by Chris Cornell, and recorded at home. I'm pretty sure he recorded that in his closet, just with an acoustic guitar. Oh my god. It's this whole album, everything about it. I want to get some of the singles from this album because I don't know. I just love this whole period of his career, where he just sort of finding his own thing, and he had the ability to just go do whatever he wanted. This isn't open. I should probably just open it at some point. I have it on CD, like the CD copy somewhere. Pre-ordered the CD and the vinyl. I'm sure this sounds freaking phenomenal on vinyl. So yeah, probably crack it open pretty soon. It might be a gatefold. I don't know. Next up, my first vinyl I ever bought, and following very closely to Euphoria Morning, is my favorite album is Audioslave, like their self-titled debut. This was my gateway. Freaking Like a Stone, recorded on. I was a weird kid. Back in 2003. Yeah, spring of 2003. Like a Stone, it just came out as a single. They released a music video for it, and I'd stay up all night. I'd just have my brothers and I would just have MTV and VH1 playing in the background, and anytime this came on, I stopped what I was doing and went and watched it. This shows how weird I was and obsessive. I took a VHS and recorded the video. Not just once, but probably like 8 or 9 times. So it would just play. It plays through the song, finish, start it up again, play through the song, finish, start up again, play through the song, finish, and so on and so forth. Like a Stone is my favorite song of all time. Like, oh my god. And just everything about Audioslave, I just freaking adore. At one point in high school, I could probably do it still. I wrote all the lyrics to all the songs from memory in a notebook, because I'm a weirdo. That's me. I'm obsessive. One of my biggest regrets was not being able to see Audioslave live, because, oh my god, I freaking adore everything this band did. I think at one point I probably had like 50 or 60 performances of Like a Stone, just rips and bootlegs and demos. Before I actually bought the CD, I've got like 3 or 4 copies on CD. My mom downloaded she thought she was downloading Like a Stone, but it was just the demo to Like a Stone. And I would have it on repeat. The computer was in my bedroom, and I just fall asleep to it, because I'm a nut job. But yeah, this was cool. Opened it up a few years back when I finally got a record player, and I've probably listened to this album several thousand times. And once I put the vinyl on, it was like eye-opening at how much you lost on CD. Like, it breathes and opens up. But yeah, enough about that one. Next up is, that one is open. This one is not. This is Out of Exile on Collector's Edition Blue vinyl. I was fully ingrained in Audioslave when this came out. I did not buy this at the time. I bought this way later. I've loved this album. Out of Exile, Be Yourself, The Worm, Man or Animal, Number 10, Yesterday to Tomorrow. Oh my god, this is a great album. Another one this isn't open. I don't know if I'll ever open this one, just because a lot of these, the value. First off, I've got them on CD. I don't know how many times I've listened to them. If I can find an open copy, I'd probably nab it real quick and leave this one sealed. But yeah, this is a great album. It's kind of funny because you got the ocean here, but if you really look at it, the backside, the ocean's flipped. I don't know if that was intentional or what. I also remember it being a big deal that Tim Comerford on bass, he was very protective of like his sound and everything, and it was a big deal that on the cover or under the CD, I can't remember, it has like a clear picture of his pedal board. I don't know. It's a vague memory from like 2005. And another sealed one. And this one, at one point, was super rare. This is out of Revelations. It's a little opened up a little bit over here. I don't know why. Oh, in the corners. Sealed. Love this album too. God, I just want to know where Audioslave would have went from here. This is clear vinyl. I don't know if it... Yeah, it doesn't say on here, but this is a clear vinyl on here. At one point, this was selling for like $300 sealed. I don't know if that's still the case, but I don't really have any reason to open it. I don't have any reason to keep it sealed either. You know, it's not like I'm ever going to sell this, but it's just a really cool thing. Freaking love this album. Freaking, let me see. Ugh. One and the Same. I remember I on the Audioslave forums, somebody posted a bootleg of One and the Same and Sound of a Gun, I think, before they even recorded this album, because during the Out of Exile tour, they would write songs and then play them during the concerts, just I don't know, kind of road test them and then record them. Moth, Jewel of the Summertime, Shape of Things to Come, oh my god, Some Days. This album is so short, but it's so freaking good. And Brendan O'Brien did a great job like producing it. It's kind of weird because at the time, this is 2006, everybody was at my school was downloading Google Earth. Like, it became like really big at the time, and if you went down into like South Pacific, they had Audioslave Nation like on Google Earth for whatever reason, like a marketing thing. I thought that was kind of cool. Get my friends to go look at Audioslave Nation. Yeah, this is a freaking great album. Wish it got more love, because holy crap, this is a lot of great tracks on here. I wish it was longer, and it's kind of sad that Moth, if you look at some interviews from around the time, they released a series of interviews, and on the Moth one, they basically said they're finished with the album, it was too short, and they needed one more song, so Chris wrote Moth, and they recorded it, and then, released the album, and 6 months later, Audioslave's gone. And that's basically what Moth is about. Yeah, freaking love this album. If you haven't listened to this album, give it a shot, because holy crap. Oh, bouncing around a little bit. Here we have Soundgarden's Live at the Artist Den. This is their super deluxe version that comes with the vinyls, the Blu-ray, CD, posters, all that stuff. I'm not going to open it up. I'll do a deep dive into it at some point, maybe. But yeah, this is a great freaking performance. I think it was 2013 when they recorded it. I remember my dad recorded the actual Live at the Artist Den airing for me. Never got around to watching it at his house, but they announced this. I was like, heck yeah. So yeah, this is a cool one. You don't have to get the super deluxe. You can get the regular version, obviously. You can do what you want. You're a person. You're a real human being who can make choices for themselves. Not going in any particular order. This is the Tel Phantasm Record Store Day single. Trying to figure out where the center of the screen is there. This was released a little bit after Tel Phantasm. All it is side one's the Tel Phantasm, which is a B-side, and then a live version of Gun. And they're all individually numbered. You can still see beer everywhere, because thanks, Chance. Mine's number 2308. Also available, 2 CD plus DVD limited edition box set, 3 LP vinyl, and download. Yeah. Haven't listened to this one, obviously. It's as far as I know, it's still sealed. And while we're on the Tel Phantasm train, here's a signed copy of Tel Phantasm. I popped it open and listened to the whole thing. I talked about Tel Phantasm earlier and the issues that I have with the release, but this is really cool. It's got an elephant here for some reason. It's random. Elephant. Yeah, nothing really special about this one other than it is, at one point, was autographed by Chris Cornell. And his squiggly V thing. Yeah, this sounds really good on vinyl. They're all just regular black vinyl, so let's see. Here is Soundgarden Before the Doors, live on I-5. I think this is a record store day. It's either a record store day or a pre-order for when Live on I-5 came out back in 2011? Yeah, 11. It's colored vinyl. I think it's... God, I can't remember what color it is. Orange or something? It's just some sound checks from their tour back in 96. 5 live sound checks from 1996 tour. Limited edition 10-inch colored vinyl. No Attention, Never the Machine Forever, Waiting for the Sun, Room 1,000 Years Wide, and Somewhere. And where they were recorded. I remember when they announced Live on I-5. Went out day one, bought it, didn't have it pre-ordered or anything. Drove an hour to get it. Loved it. Made my parents listen to it on the way back. Yeah, this is just a cool thing. These kind of niche pieces, they either fetch a lot of money on eBay or nothing at all. So I think this one was like $40 or $50 at the time, but I think that these will just go up in price probably. Okay. We already did the CD, but here's No One Sings Like You Anymore, Volume 1. Black vinyl. Yeah. So, kind of a neat release. Like I said, I'm wondering if they're gonna do a volume 2 or 3 or whatever with some other stuff he's done. Or I know they've done a lot of live stuff. I don't know if they're gonna try to do that. Add in some live stuff. Let's see, him with his kids. Yeah. And fine. Let's save that one for last. Here's some more oddities and stuff. Well, this one's not, but this is the single for Like Stone. It's all dusty. Ooh, dusty. It's funny that it's Like Stone, but it's got a screen grab from the Cochise video. A little worn. I think the B-side is We Got the Whip. And then a live version of Gasoline from Letterman. Guess I could bring you in a little bit closer. Yeah, this is from 2003. Got the little eagle logo there. And we got... I can't remember if this is the, like, really raw sounding We Got the Whip, or it's the only one I ever saw, so I'm guessing that's probably just the demo. Yeah, Chris there doing his awesome rock star thing. Next up is the launch CD-ROM. I can't remember if this was here in the US or over in the UK or something, but you got the CD-ROM that came with like interviews and stuff. I remember seeing all the interviews and all that stuff way back in the day, like on Soundgarden. I can't remember what the fan site's called. I'm having a brain fart now. But just it's keeping in mind this came out in like 96, I think. Yeah, 1990. Well, this is 94, 96. Yeah. So it's got music. It's got some games. I don't know. I only got it for the Soundgarden stuff, but it's just really cool. I obviously don't do this anymore, and now we're 2022, and everybody can put out their own stuff on YouTube, and that's kind of neat little thing. I found it really cheap back in the day, and I'm guessing these were like hand put together because I never noticed it, but this is sealed. You can see how this insert goes over the tab and then under the tab. Like, it's kind of smushed in there, but yeah, it's really cool. All this stuff's online. And this is a collector's edition thing for Burden in My Hand. It's one of my favorite Soundgarden songs. I think it comes with a poster. Yeah. Limited edition collector's slip box with free poster. 4-track CD features Bleed Together, which eventually came out on A-sides. She's a Politician, and an interview with Chris Cornell. It's part 2 of 2. I haven't seen part 1. I don't really know what it is. This is a UK import, so... Oh, Burden in My Hand, Bleed Together. She's a Politician, and then the Chris Cornell interview. I don't know if that's on YouTube somewhere. I've actually only seen this on eBay like once or twice, but I think I paid like $10 for it too, but it's sealed. I'm guessing the poster's just, probably this shot of them out in the desert on the Burden in My Hand music video set. But oh wait, I still have one more. I'm an idiot. So, oh boy, it's a big one. Oh, yeah. Here's my Chris Cornell box set that came out a year after he passed away. Yeah. This is the second printing. The initial one sold out like super quick, and I didn't have money to get it at the time. And I think when I bought this one, the first printings were running for like $900 or something. So it pissed a lot of people off when they re-released this one, just because, yeah, people were scalping that. Yeah, it's got this picture that for whatever reason everybody loves, or everybody in his family loves. Oh my god, this thing, it's so unwieldy. And then on the back side you've got, later in life Chris. And this thing has so much in it. Oh my god. Let me see if I can open it up without screwing everything up. Holy crap. So yeah. Oh man. Oh my gosh. Alright, so it comes with all these CDs, DVDs with all the music videos, a whole bunch of vinyl. I've actually only listened to one of the vinyl. That's another thing where the initial vinyl, their initial release had just black vinyl, but these vinyl are colored. I thought I had like the slip cover in here. Whatever. Come with the book, some other stuff. I think there's a poster that you open up in the sun and it'll like be all watercolored or whatever. I don't feel like doing that. Yeah, it's a big one. Holy Jesus. I'm glad I did not pay $900 because I was tempted. I'm not gonna lie. I've got some of the vinyls open, but I need to do like a listening set of videos. But oh my god, I've got so much stuff and nowhere to put it. Let me see. I'm just gonna look at the book real quick. Don't tip over. Please don't tip over. So yeah, here's the book that came with it. There's a little squiggle. Inside you got the CDs, that watercolor motif they got going. And then just a whole bunch of cool pictures, some interviews and articles, and as you can see, this is Kim Thile's thing. That just goes throughout the years. Got that super unknown period down on the upside. Super unknown. You get into Audioslave. This is Tom Morello. Here's him just being a badass. It's a really cool set. A lot of love went into it. They did omit some stuff because they didn't want to put any, because Chris took his own life. They didn't want to put anything like, you know, Pretty Noose or like Suicide or basically any song that would, you know, hint that, you know, he would end up killing himself. Which I can understand from one part, just because you don't want to. He had a family. He had his 2 kids. They don't need to be reminded that, you know, mental illness took their father. But on the other hand, it also kind of feels like it's censoring his legacy. Here's Temple of the Dog. You know, Chris took his life, so let's, you know, kind of not talk about him taking his own life. That's another thing that's not in here at all is Nearly Forgot My Broken Heart. It's got the lyric video and all that stuff, but the original music video, which I think is like nowhere to be found on YouTube right now, or it wasn't a couple months ago. Here's the studio. Basically had to do with him about to get hanged, and you know, it's got Julia Roberts' brother starring in it, and he, at the end of the video, he gets hung, but as soon as he passed away, they took that offline and away it went. I'm sure somebody's got a rip of it somewhere. I need to track one down. Set that in there so it won't get messed up anymore. But yeah, that is my Chris Cornell, Soundgarden, Audioslave, etc. collection. So if you sat through all this, what are your thoughts? What's your favorite track? What's your favorite album? Are you as obsessed with Chris Cornell as I am? If you're not, why do you like Eddie Vedder? Because I don't. I'm just joking. Yeah, that's it. That was way longer than I thought it would be. But it's in the bag now. So still some other stuff I want to get. I'll probably end up doing an update video. I'll end up doing a deep dive in each of these, hopefully, if I'm not too lazy, which I'm always lazy. So yeah, thanks for watching.